good, YouTube family? I got two good ones for y'all today. We're going to start off with this one. Man, this may be the most fucked up thing I've ever heard in my life. Okay, let's get it.
My kids turned their back on me for their mom and their stepdad. Am I the a-hole for not letting them reconcile? I am a 58-year-old male, and I was married to my 58-year-old ex-wife Janet for 15 years. We had two kids.
Wait, how old did he say what he is?
But he said he's 58, but the issue, what was really getting me, is his glasses is so cloudy. But let's let him continue.
Oh, wait a minute.
Letting them reconcile. I am a 58-year-old male.
58.
And
All right, so he almost 60. Okay, all right. I'm a C student. I'm a little slow. We got to go slow here, all right?
I was married to my 58-year-old ex-wife Janet for 15 years. We had two kids together, a 20-year-old boy named Michael and a 22-year-old girl named Carrie. Me and their mom divorced about a decade ago. I had walked inside of my house and I found my wife and her boss inside of the bed together.
Goddamn.
I ended up doing things that ended me in jail and Jeff inside of the hospital.
So basically, he probably whooped his ass or he shot him.
In me doing those actions, my wife at the time tried to defend her affair partner, and she ended up taking some blows as well.
That nigga said she took some blows. He out of pocket.
While I was in jail, my wife had put out a protective custody against me. Here's the thing. She wouldn't have had any damage if she didn't get in the way. I was just going after the man.
That is a flag. Hey, man, listen, I'm going to keep it a buck. If you catch your girl cheating on you, you feel me? Ladies, this too. If y'all catch y'all dude with another woman, man, don't approach the other person. You ain't even really got to get physical with them. Just keep it lit. Move it. Keep it pushing. I know it hurt. It sucked. It's going to make you feel some type of way, but just keep it lit.
Her boss, and she tried to defend him, and it didn't work. My mom ended up bailing me out of jail, and over that next year, I lost everything. I lost my wife. I lost my job. I lost my dignity. I had to move back in with my mom. We ended up going into a custody.
Damn, this nigga about to turn into a super villain.
Battle, and I lost.
All right, let's stop there. This is a lot to take in. All right, 58, which means he's had a lot of time to live with this. You walk in, you catch your chick.
So he damn near was in his 40s when this happened.
Busting down her boss. Your boss or her boss? Either way, the boss. And she defended him, which means that she was getting buzzed down inside of your crib, and then you went off and attacked him. And I'm assuming that's just pure rage and emotion.
I ain't gonna lie, that's hella disrespectful. If she was defending him in they bed, ooh wee, that's nasty.
Because I guess I always believe that you hold the woman accountable, you don't hold the guy accountable.
Bingo.
Even though I don't believe in talking to wives, you know what I'm saying? You kind of keep wives out of the mix. That's just something that I was always taught since I was a kid. But the game is the game. You gotta hold the chick accountable.
Facts.
Either way, don't ever put yourself in a position to
don't check the nigga, check your bitch.
Have to go to jail.
And do not go to jail. I don't believe in calling women bitches, unless they actually are a bitch. But it's like, man, you need to know the women who you dealing with before you deal with them. Be very observant and selective.
Because then that just messes up everything for you in the future, and it gives them more validity to go after you or accuse you of being abusive.
Facts.
And leveraging that in order to make sure that they can get the kids or to get the most favorable outcome from the divorce.
Facts.
Either way, it's all bad for men.
Facts.
It's all bad once a chick decides, if she decides, to ever go down that dark path.
Super facts.
All bad. Let's hear the rest of the story.
Under the pretense that my kids thought that the reason my wife ran to another man was because I was doing what ended up happening to her consistently. Here's the thing, the only reason I did that was because I found her in bed with another man. So it's like the catch-22, and they wouldn't listen to me telling, hey, I am not abusive towards your mother. This was
that's messed up, but man, damn.
Situation that you know what? I'm not even going back into it. Just know my kids did not come with me during the custody loss battle.
which is one of the reasons why men want to change family court laws. I am definitely going to put a link back to the content creator just to make sure that we give him credit. But let's continue.
Apparently, the court system thought that a middle-aged guy living with his mom is not going to be able to take care of 2 kids. So I didn't even get 50-50 custody.
Damn, that's nasty.
Things were bad. But it wasn't even as bad it was going to get. She ended up
That is, ooh, she said, look at his face. Oh my God, it's getting worse.
marrying Jeff. So not only did I have to see the dude, and she had a protective custody, I couldn't even take care of my kids because they were getting raised by the affair partner. So all of the lies that they can tell my kids will go straight to my kids.
Damn.
That would break me. I ain't even gonna cap. That would absolutely break me.
Yeah, it wouldn't break me. I wouldn't say be that person. Don't let anything break you. You just gotta take it on the chin and, move on.
That not only is he busting down your chick, but he also parenting your kids, probably disciplining your kids. Tell them to go into their room. Your kids could possibly be hearing him busting down your ex-chick.
I ain't gonna lie, that's nasty. That's cold-blooded. That's she out of pocket.
Yeah, that would break a man. Absolutely break a man.
Nah, man, don't let it break you. Don't let it break you.
And you couldn't get no custody, and you can't see your kids, and you had to go to jail, and get bailed out by your mom, and move back into your mom's crib.
It's a lot, but don't let it break you.
And I ended up getting custody taken away.
Damn.
Because I actively went at the dude.
It seems like I'm not gonna lie, it is fucked up what's happening, but it seemed like he ain't have a lot of emotional control. It's not fair, you feel me? But it is what it is. Buddy should have had more emotional control, man. You got to play the game like how it's supposed to be played. You can't let others dictate your emotions. You feel me? You got to have emotional control out here, especially when you look like him and him look like me, minus not so much hair and fuzzy glasses. I don't have glasses.
But again, the very next time I saw him with my wife, ex-wife, and kids.
Yeah, he crashed out. He tripping.
I had to legit watch that douche play house with my family. Not only did he take away my wife, he took my children.
He hurt.
He beat you to death, bro. He beat you in life. He literally beat you in life. He took everything.
That's fucked up. That's messed up, man. It ain't funny, but it's out of pocket how he said it.
Everything that you had, and he made it his own.
Damn.
He broke you.
That's cold. Damn. Don't be that guy.
He was a step crash dummy.
Don't be that dude.
To make as many phone calls or get them to come over my house as many times as possible, but my kids just straight up refused. They wouldn't take any calls. They wouldn't come over. They wouldn't even see grandma, my mom, because they thought that she was a despicable individual for putting up with me, even though I didn't do nothing wrong.
That's crazy. It's a lot of, you can see he got a lot of pain.
That's when the worst thing that could possibly happen happened. I get a letter and my mom is already in tears. I'm asking her, what's going on? What's happening? She just throws the paper down and goes into the room. I'm like, Mama, what's up? On the paper, my kids wrote me an official letter asking, darn near begging, for me to give up my custody rights so that Jeff can adopt them and they can have a real father they can be proud of.
Damn. That's... damn.
I was shocked.
That's crazy.
What was this shit? I had refused as long as I could.
He about to break.
He about to cry. Oh.
Down right now.
Yeah.
And then my mother ended
He about to cry.
up passing away.
Oh.
Life is just
and when I saw there was nobody at the funeral but me and her loved ones, my kids didn't even come, I knew that they was not my kids.
Damn.
They was not family. And that little glimpse of attachment that I had towards individuals that...
Super villain in the making.
I was the sperm donor for, it was gone. My son was 17 and my daughter was 15 at the time. They wasn't kids. They wasn't young enough to not know what was going on. They made an active decision and chose not to show up. My mother loved them kids.
Damn.
With all their heart. with all of her heart.
That's nasty.
And she was devastated that I had lost him, because that meant she lost him too.
Damn.
And in her last couple of years,
He been holding on to this for a long time.
I thought there was a
You're
glimpse.
58 years old. You've been holding on to it. And Nate 20-something, almost 30 years old now, like you said in the beginning. He been holding this in for a long time. And I get it. I can't say that he shouldn't or discount his feelings for holding it in, because this is some pretty dramatic stuff.
Damn. Damn.
He been holding this in for a while. He just not getting it out. I'm assuming.
Hope. But when that hope never came, I knew it was just over. After the funeral, like a week later, I had called Janet letting her know that I signed.
Damn.
I gave up my rights. And on the exact same day I buried my mom,
She broken.
I pretty much buried my kids too.
Damn.
It has been 7 years of no contact since that day. No
This is crazy. This is crazy.
attempt, no look, no happy birthday, no Father's Day, no Christmas, no nothing. No type of information from these kids. I have built myself up since then. I got a better job, a newer home, and I am really in the mindset of just being perfectly content with who I am. I haven't given those kids a thought in years.
Damn.
That was until a couple of days ago when I had got a message from Michael saying that him and Carrie wanted to talk to me. I had blocked him.
Damn.
We were on my Then I got a message from Carrie. I blocked that message too. They tried to call me and I wasn't answering. But then they showed up at my home. And that right there is the bad thing about small towns, because everybody know where you live, especially when you go to the grocery store and talk to people. That's why I had to be like, I got to stop talking to motherfuckers. When they showed up at my house, I told them both to leave. They both tried to apologize. And I told them Washingtons, which is Jeff's last name, aren't welcome on this.
I'm assuming that the ex-chick, your ex-wife, is still with Jeff Washington.
Of course.
It's insane. I'm on the fence about this one, man. I'm completely on the fence.
It's messed up, but I low-key want to talk to Jeff and to the wife and hear their point of view.
Because I just could never put myself in his shoes. Usually I
Yeah.
always have an opinion, or I have my perspective based off of how I see life and the culture and my own lived experiences combined with what it is that I see happening. I don't know if it's a right or wrong answer. I can't blame the dude by saying, hey, man, you shouldn't block them, because the kids are the ones that pay for the sins of their parents. And the mother actively apparently turned them against him. And then they made a decision for all of these years to basically disown him as a father, and wrote a letter to him and saying that we don't want you as our dad anymore.
Yeah, that's tough, man. Because it's like, man, I don't know what made them do it, but the damage is done. You can't say that he wrong for not, for throwing in the towel. If it was like that, I don't know. It's different.
And so in order for him to even have some semblance of peace, and that came right after he buried his mother,
That's tough.
he basically had to disown, and he gave them what they wanted, including what the mother wanted, and for them to basically give up parental rights.
Bingo.
And for him to be able to adopt them. So he's actively not their father anymore, basically.
Facts.
If he gives up, he's basically a sperm donor. You know what I'm saying? And so if he gives up his rights to those kids, then I can't really blame him for saying, you know what, I don't want to be a part of this anymore because it's caused me too much pain, heartache. And again, nobody has ever held the woman accountable, because I know that the women that's watching this will say,
the women never, I know for a fact that women don't hold women accountable with this. It'll probably be a few, like especially older women who got but majority, they're going to find some fault in what Buddy did, It's messed up, but it's reality. Life ain't fair. It just is what it is.
well, he should have fought harder. No,
Yeah,
come
right.
on, man. She was bust. Come on, stop.
It ain't no fighting.
At no point is any of this his fault for her doing some of the most egregious
But he's still going to get blamed.
things that she's ever done that a person can do, including taking a man's kids and getting buzzed down by the boss.
Damn.
I can't blame him. I honestly can't blame him. I can't sit here and say, no, you should. I can't say that.
Yeah, nope.
Not in this instance, I can't.
It's property. Y'all gotta go. They tried to continuously talk to me about a situation. I said, no, I'm calling the police. that's when they actually turned around and started to leave. And I felt a big lump of relief inside of my chest.
Damn.
I haven't talked to him since, but ever since then, I've talked to friends and coworkers about the situation, and they say
no, for real. He should have made a new family.
That I am the a-hole. They say that I am wrong. No, my kids, after a long years of misinformation being thrown around, trying to reconcile with me, trying to be there with me, and I am actively putting up a boundary that is going to lead me to pass away alone. And I was like, I'm not alone, I got y'all. And they said, nah, no. If you go to the hospital, I'm a coworker. I still got to go to work.
Facts.
If anything, I'm not even going to send you any of my off days that I have saved up because I want to use them in my retirement. We ain't that close enough friends. You need to be there for your kids.
I don't know about that, though.
Love your kids. And I was sitting there like, maybe this lady tripping, but maybe...
I don't know about that. I mean,
that's tough. I don't know. I don't know. But y'all go check out the rest of this, man. I think that was a good one. Well, it ain't really too much, but yeah, that was fucked up. Now, I got a bonus banger that ties in with this. So, this was another one from Anton. He was saying, I was a simp, became a stepfather. A man says woman left him after 8 years for another relationship. Let's say. Now y'all see the correlation. We talking about these kids. Let's see what he talking about. Because again, a lot of times men be digging their own graves and having their own situations when they don't really spend the time to pay attention to the women that they fucking with. You know, and I'm not talking about just paying attention to how she look and her appearance. I'm talking about her actions. Like, you feel me? Her actions, her mindset is going to tell you what type of hype she on. But people be ignoring the mindset. But let's go ahead and see what he was on. He said, do not provide, do not protect, do not give a fuck. Fuck them kids, be a dog. He's hurt.
Yeah. I'm him.
He's him. Hey, he's him. He's hurt.
I'm the dude. I was the provider. I was the family man. I was the one that took care of the kids, even her kids. Okay, when I didn't have any of my own children.
Yeah, he gonna be a super villain too. Let's see what's happening.
Hey, I held the house down.
I might name this episode Super Villains. I might name this episode How do women create super villains?
Took care of her in a health crisis. She had full-blown epilepsy, and I made sure that she didn't seize out and die many times. Saved her life, right? Middle of a health crisis. She didn't have to work for 4 years out of our relationship, out of 11 years. Didn't have to work. Whole time she was pregnant, didn't have to work. Didn't have a care in the world when it came to bills.
That's the problem. Like, in my experience of what I've noticed, that when men do that for their women, because they get bored, That's the worst thing you want your woman to be, bored. You feel me? Like, if you don't want her paying no bills, you feel me? If you don't want her doing nothing like that, and make sure she has a hobby, is something where it's keeping her busy and it's keeping her active. And you participate in that hobby, you feel me? Participate in that so you can see what's also going on, so you can still stay connected to her. You can see like what's going on. But don't, man, listen. I know what they telling y'all to go do. You feel me? And if you got it like that, yeah, that's cool. But it's like children. It's like having children, and when you give your children everything that, you know, like everything that they ask for, they end up spoiled. And then they end up doing some fucked up shit, you feel me? End up being little assholes because you spoiled them. It's the same thing. You got to put up barriers, and you can't just do for people like that. Like, you do out of love. You take care of them. You feel me? You give them stuff. You treat them good. Treat them amazing. But, man, don't just be a walking lick. Don't do what society tells you to do. You're going to end up a hurt villain like this man and like the last man. Don't do it. I'm telling y'all, don't do it. If you want to be a hurt and you want to be like, oh, women, they took advantage of me, or they left me and broke my heart, then yeah, go ahead and do that shit. Be a goofy guy. Be a goofy guy and go do what they're telling you to do. But if you don't want to end up like these dudes And 50 to 70% of the guys who have followed this path don't do it. I'm telling you straight up.
When it came to taking care of her children, when it came to just little extra.
Take care, man. And I guess you know what I'm the reason why I'm so passionate about this is because like I'm not gonna say that it's an issue, you feel me, like with women who have kids, you know, like it's not, because I have, you feel me, like, and I settled down with one who had a child before me, you feel me, we end up having a child, and it's like you have to know the dynamics and know what you signing yourself up for. Don't be blinded, don't be goofy, be realistic. You feel me? Like, be realistic about everything. And if you really care for that person and you really love them, man, yeah, you gonna take care of her and you gonna take care of her little one. You feel me? Like, that just is what it is. But make sure that she's taking care of you. Make sure that you are still the head. Make sure that you are the priority. You feel me? Like y'all family got to be the priority. That child is now part of your family. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, don't be on no goofy shit, because if you be on goofy shit, you're going to get taken advantage of. It's plenty of good women out here. And man, you know, the crazy thing about it is, for the longest, I was like, man, that was my number one thing. Like, I would never take a woman with children serious. And my situation, it ended up happening. And I'm like, yeah, no, I would never live nowhere. You know, like, yeah, so I don't know, man. You just got to be selective. But then also find out what's for you. Like, fortunately for me, my girl like girls, you know? So, you know, but hey, yeah, you got to find out what's going on for you. You feel me? Be very selective. Get what you want, you know? And if you can deal with a woman with a child or with children, then yeah. But don't be naive about it. And be very critical about what you can deal with and what you can't deal with. Seriously, real shit.
Things, you know, I couldn't afford luxurious things, but I did have enough money to afford some extras here and there. I tried.
That's the problem. If you ain't a multi-millionaire in this economy, and I'm assuming that this was during 2025, then you shouldn't be playing that part, sir, because the economy is not set up like it was for what they're telling you to do. If this was 1960, you know, when we had the nuclear family structure and our dollar was still on tied to the gold standard, our economy was thriving. Yeah, you could put yourself in that position and do all of that. This ain't the times for that. A lot of dudes be leading with their pockets and they be taking on these roles, and then they be mad that they put themselves in that position. But you put yourself in that position. You should have stood up and be like, nah, I don't want to rock like that. What's the worst that could happen? She could say no. Okay, go get another one. It's a big world. It's a lot of women, and there's a lot of beautiful women. It's a lot of women who don't have any issues with, you know, playing their part. You get what I'm saying? And again, if you don't want your woman paying any bills or doing anything else, then that's fine. That's perfectly fine. But make sure she's doing something, because from what it looks like, 9 times out of 10, niggas like that get hit over their head.
My best. Did everything I could. Only in the end to be discarded like trash.
He basically got hit over his head.
And 8 years in, she has a relationship with a whole man behind my back.
That nigga got a big knot. And you know why? Because you was doing all of that and you was making her life, you was spoiling her and doing all that, but you probably wasn't even blowing her back out. You feel me? You wasn't doing whatever old boy was doing. I bet you he wasn't cashing out. He wasn't doing none of the things that you did, and she still chose up on you for him. What does that tell you? Like, don't listen to what society tells you to do. That shit is a wrong program. It's always been a wrong program. If everybody's going one way, sir, you might want to go the other direction, because they're being misguided.
But then when I find out about it and I call her out for disrespect, she tells me she did it because I would not abandon my kids.
Oh, wow. She bold.
What?
To be discarded because I was a good man. And then you want to act like.
But you should have peeped that about her from jump. Be selective.
She's such a good person.
Oh, clearly not.
Wait. So let me get this right, because I'm watching this and I'm reacting to it in real time, right? So she's saying that she left after 8 years of him being down, taking care of her, holding her down, in order to make sure that he saved her life, epilepsy, health problems.
Nah, she was getting her back blown out.
Also took care of her kids, was a step crash dummy. But because he wouldn't abandon the kids that he had previous going into the relationship, that's why she got upset after 8 years and decided to leave.
Nah, I'm pretty sure there's more to it than just that, but in a nutshell, that's what Buddy said.
No accountability.
I think
Acts like it's okay to wish death on you. Acts like it's okay to curse your children and tell you that because you did not abandon your kids, that makes you less of a man.
Damn.
And it makes it that you couldn't keep a family together when that's the reason you left or didn't come back, because you got put out for being disrespectful. But then I thought, it would probably be better to raise my son with his mother than to raise him apart. So I said, you know what? Maybe we can find a way to reconcile this.
Nah, man, it ain't no get back, bruh.
But then, because I would not abandon my kids, you decide it's not worth it. Or you decide, you're going to discard me like trash.
It's a rough situation. It's a rough go. It's a rough time when the man decides that he wants to pick up the phone and talk directly to his chick indirectly on TikTok or on Instagram or on YouTube or something.
Yeah, but he emotional. He is emotional.
Like that, it's a rough go, bro.
But it's okay, because you know what? The whole point of this is to bring awareness to my son and the young kings and let you guys know it's not worth it. And I heard a saying a long time ago that smart men don't get married. Okay?
Man,
just keep it pushing.
That's tough.
It's not worth it. Not in today's society.
Turn them into
not in today's world.
Told you, this nigga about to be a super villain.
Okay? I'm not saying that there are rare people out there.
They're gonna be saying who hurt you in a minute, dog.
Hey, what I say in the beginning, who hurt you? He's hurt.
Value relationships and value communication. They actually value family. There are people, they're rare. And if you find them, you hold on to them,
Facts, but you gotta be selective to find them. And I'm gonna be honest, man. Again, if women with kids, you feel me? Like, if you find a good one with a child, I'm not telling you to be a crash out stepdad dummy. I ain't saying doing that, but it's a lot of good women out here. You feel me? And yes, again, everybody got their pros and cons. Just because a woman ain't got no children don't mean she gonna be a blessing. You feel me? It don't mean blessed does mean curse. So it doesn't mean that she's gonna be sent from heaven. You feel me? She could be sent from hell. Like, to be honest, females who don't have children, in my experience, I've noticed that they'll be more reckless. They fuck with more niggas. They got more shit going on. You feel me? And they quicker to up and dip, because reality, they are taking advantage of, you feel me, how this false system works. A lot of times females with a kid or with children, they're more hip to reality, and they may move differently. You get what I'm saying? It's a lot of good women out here. It's a lot of good women out here, man. You feel me? But you got to be a good dude, and just because you a good dude and, you feel me, your intentions are well, and it is a lot of good women out here, you got to be selective. You got to make sure you find a good one.
Let them go. Okay? Because to be done and to be treated the way I was treated for being a good man, being the provider, I had my insecurities when
man, all that shit don't mean shit if you ain't finding a good one.
It came to dating women with children.
And that's the thing about a good one. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all, Jim, just because she's a good one or has the potential to be good don't mean that, you feel me, you just start building there. Because finding a good one basically just means that, okay, now you can build her up, or you can give her your program. You ain't never gonna find no female that's coming already ready to rock. That's not happening. You feel me? Just like for most women, they may come across a guy, that they may like, and he may have everything, but it's still gonna be some shit that they gonna tweak about him. You get what I mean? Because it's not cookie cutter. So yeah.
Anyway, but I got over that because I felt like, you know what, every woman deserves a chance.
That's cap. You know, that's you end up like this nigga. Everybody does not deserve a chance. Every woman does not deserve a chance. You feel me? Don't think with your little head. You feel me? Don't think with your heart. You gotta be very selective, buddy.
I'm the product of a single mother.
There we go. Oh, wait, what?
Told y'all.
Yeah.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. A lot of these guys get into these situations because they feel like they owe society something or that they have to pay it forward because
Facts.
they are the product of the thing. And so they go out there and try to save the world and you're going to get your ass kicked.
Facts.
You're going to get kicked in your teeth.
Facts.
And you ignored all of the red flags.
Facts.
And I told y'all about being a step crash dummy that in the end, all of the stuff, all of the money, all of the resources, all of the time, all of
that shit don't mean shit.
The dedication that you put into somebody else's child will be a zero-sum game. And at the end of the day,
but I'm not gonna say that it'll be a zero-sum game, but you feel me? Don't go in it with the intentions of you getting something out for doing what you're doing. That child is just an extension from her. You get what I mean? That's all that is. You feel me? Like, yeah, if y'all have your own type of connection and whatever, but keep it realistic. That's not your seed. He does not share your genetics. You could be there for him. You feel me? You can do whatever you help him out, be there, play with him, help him learn, help him become a better man, do all of these things. Or if it's women, whatever, if it's a girl, but don't think that you're going to be replacing his father. Like, no, that's not your genetics. That's not. So that's not the program, buddy. You got to be realistic. A lot of dudes be thinking that it's gonna be Russell Wilson or Williams or whatever fuck dude name is. No, bruh. She ain't Sierra, nigga, and you ain't Russell. She probably had a future, but nigga, that ain't that scenario. So don't automatically assume that it's gonna be like that. And it doesn't matter what society is telling you. Oh yes, guys, do this. No. Don't sign up for some shit that you ain't ready for. And you need to know logically and realistically what it is that you're signing up for. Like, you feel me? Be ready to rock with it. Like, it just is what it is.
They still going to be able to go and do whatever they want to do with somebody else. And it's going to be another fool on the end of that spectrum that find themselves in that same situation. And it's...
Nah, don't be that fool. I'm gonna keep it a buck, man. Like, women know who and what to run what game on, So if you put yourself in that kind of situation, she is moving according to how you laid down the foundation. If she feel like you a goofy nigga, she gonna take advantage of you. And well, hey, here we are, goofy nigga 1 and 2. Not Anton. I'm not saying Anton goofy, but bruh for sure is in the video before. But yeah,
it's a no-win game. And now they're going to say, who hurt you? They're not going to say, oh, King, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you know what? You was a good man and all of that. She probably got her own account, her own social
facts
media where she's talking about how leave these dudes alone if he ain't doing this or if he don't, you.
Man, but you got goofy niggas like this creating women like that.
It's better to be the villain than the hero. I hate to say it to you like that. It's better to be the villain than to sit here trying to save the world.
I ain't gonna say be the villain, but I ain't gonna say be the hero either. I ain't gonna say none of that. Man, just do you. Do what works best for you.
Because at the end, they're still going to paint you as the villain. Now he's saying F them kids.
Okay, my father was there, but my dad died when I was young, so it's like my mom
survivors are
pretty much by herself, and I turned out pretty good, but this
nigga turned out goofy as fuck.
It's funny because leave it up to the woman that discarded me after she has my son.
She said you was goofy.
Adds to the problems of the generational curse that young black men have to this day anyway. But I've got to teach my son how to never go through that shit. And honestly, I don't know, man. Like, it's crazy because I have never been disrespected by a woman of another race, it seems like
Yeah, but I see where this is going. He about to become a passport, bro.
the women in my race, my own people, disrespect me
He
more
going
than
for it, dog.
Man, and that's cap too, bruh. I done fuck with women from all over the world, all around the planet, multiple different places. Man, it's the same thing, man. Nigga, if you goofy, they gonna treat you like you goofy, and if you not, then they gonna treat you like you not. You have to be accountable for who you're picking. Don't be a goofy guy.
And that is the sad reality of it. It's not, I'm not saying that it's all them, but every black woman I've ever been with in my life is disrespectful as fuck.
That's cap. Cause I ain't never been disrespected, and you feel me? Like, not like that. I probably done had like a situation, but then I ain't gonna lie. Any situation, if you see a little bit of it, you gotta cut that shit off from jump. You don't let it turn into something else. Man, you gotta cut it out from the jump. And that's with any female you fucking with. Like, don't tolerate anything or it's gonna turn into something else. But yeah, 9 times out of 10, he was on goofy shit with them, and then that's why he ended up in the situation why he ended up in, because he was moving like how he was moving. Don't be goofy. Don't have a goofy mentality. You got to be realistic and be aware.
And that is the truth.
And that is the truth.
And that is the truth. And I have the receipts.
That he's a goofy.
Just don't be faithful.
Don't be goofy.
Provide. Don't give these bitches shit.
That nigga hurt. He's a super villain. He's about to be a menace. He's gonna be a super villain. Again, man, look, be selective. It don't matter if she got children, if she got one child, if she ain't got no child. You feel me? You got to be very selective. I'm talking about, man, you got to be so observant on everything that's coming out her mouth. Because, again, a lot of you niggas get fooled, you feel me, by the appearance. But you got to pay attention to the mindset. Don't no female come perfect. You going to have to pour in and put in work on every female that you get. Don't matter. Don't nobody come complete. The difference is it going to be a difficult task with some rewards, or is it going to be a easy task with a lot of rewards? You get what I'm saying? A lot of times niggas be putting work and effort into females, you feel me, that they already showing you exactly who they is, and they showing you what you can do for them and what you're going to do for them, which is probably do what this nigga did. He said he provided everything. He paid for everything. He took care of all her kids. He was doing all of this and all of that. She didn't have no cares of the world. Then she hit that nigga over his head, and now he mad, saying I'm about to be a supervillain. Because he was being goofy. Don't be goofy.
I ain't seen a dude come on the internet that goes 0 dark 30 like this in a long
That nigga hurt.
time.
That nigga laughing. Look at his face. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Look at this nigga face. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. The laugh is cold.
Oh my God. This is why, listen. If you guys are asking when is the gender wars going to end, I'm going to tell you
never.
As long as people have breath in their body, long after I'm here, long after you here, long after anybody else is here, there will be a gender war.
But that's also because, you feel me, it's part of the programming on a mass social level. Like, nothing out here is happening by mistake. It's all happening by design. If you decide to, you feel me, be a goofy person that believes in this indoctrinated system, and if your core values and your belief system says, let me do what society tells me to do, then you're goofy. Because you're going to get hit over your head and you're going to be like, I did everything correct. I did everything they told me to do. I was a good man, and look at what happened to me. Woe is me. Nobody gives a fuck, bruh. Nobody gives a fuck. You were being goofy. You got to protect yourself out here. Don't lead with your pockets. Don't think with your heart. You got to use your mind, bruh. Use your eyes. Be observant and pay attention. Or, you feel me? Just wear a helmet so you don't get hit on your head.
We could have famine and feasting and all of this stuff, and The whole world could be apocalyptic, and guess what? There is still going to be, as long as a man on this world exists, and as long as a woman on this world exists, there will be a gender war.
You know why? Because 9 times out of 10, niggas gonna be goofy when it comes to the coochie. And when females find out that they got a goofy, they gonna take full advantage and tell that nigga anything and everything. And depending on what kind of mentality you have, you're either gonna believe it or you're gonna use critical thinking skills and be like, okay, does the actions match what she's saying, or is she just telling me sweet anythings? Don't be a goofy.
You know why? Because all you need is for one person to be evil to the other, and then they're going to be 0 dark 30, and that's the end of it. Is blackout season. Is his whole life, right? Because then they're gonna say, well, you got a black mother. Well, his mother wasn't the one that did him dirty and abandoned him or something. It's gonna be the time that he decide. It sounds like he's had 2 situations.
He had multiple situations
where he found himself, because he said that all the black women that he's ever dated, but 2 situations where he's found himself as a baby daddy or a step crash dummy, and now he's in a
It sounds like he keep picking wrong.
situation where he completely is disrespectful. He don't care nothing about him. All of a sudden, they bitches and all of that.
Yeah, now he turning in one of them dudes that's gonna bash so-called black females, bruh. Like, no, don't, nigga. It was your fault, bruh. You did it. You decided to put her on a pedestal, nigga. You. So you can't be mad at, bruh. Man, listen. Hey, if you appreciate the content, go ahead, leave a like, subscribe. Tell me what y'all think. You feel me? I want to know y'all opinions, fellas. If you need help, you need assistance, man, with selecting good women and finding out how to not get played and be a goofy, man, come sign up for the Golden G Club. We'll get y'all right. All right, love y'all. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Y'all have a good one.